Hi, welcome to Sachin Study Tech. Today topic is type conversion in Java. So what are the two types of conversions is there here? It is a implicit type conversion, also called as a widening, and explicit type conversion. Second one is explicit. It is also called as a narrowing conversion. You can see the automatic type conversion in the forward direction. You can see. So this is called as a widening conversion here. It is a widening conversion. So the byte is converted into short type. You know the byte is 1 byte. You know the size of the byte, and short is 2 bytes here. Int is 4 bytes. Long is 8 bytes. Float is 4 bytes. Double is 8 bytes. Character is 2 bytes. So you can see this type 1 byte is converted into 2 bytes, 2 bytes is converted into 4 bytes. Here 4 bytes is converted into 8 bytes, and 8 bytes is converted into here also it can support. Okay, now you can see the one example program, then you can understand. So long, even though the long data type is 8 bytes, here the float data types is 4 bytes. In that case also it can converted. Right here it is a 32-bit float is a 32-bit IEEE 754 format. Here in this 32-bit, 1 bit is a sign bit, 1 bit is a sign bit, and 8 bit and 23 bit is there. Here 8 bit is a you can see the 8 bit is exponent here, exponent. 23 bit is a mantissa. So it represented in this format. Now can converted this long data type into float type. Is it support or not? Just you can see the one example program, then you can understand that. So this type is called as a widening. So here the reverse, that means double is converted into float type, and float is converted into long type, long is converted into int type, and int is converted into like character type. Here it is a narrowing conversion. So why it is narrowing and widening? What is the meaning of that? What is implicit and explicit? Now you can see the simple example, then you can understand. So here it is a, what is meant by here, for example I am taking int I. Here I am taking byte b. So the byte value, for example byte b equal to for example here I am consider the 4. Now here it is I equal to b. What is the meaning of that? What type of type conversion this is? It is called as a implicit type conversion. Implicit type conversion. Why implicit? The compiler will convert it into so the byte type is converted into integer type implicitly. The compiler will convert, the Java compiler will convert that byte data type into int data type implicitly. Cannot use any caching. So what is the definition of implicit type conversion? So implicit type conversion is also called as widening conversion. Why widening? You know the byte is 1 byte, the size of the byte is 1 byte. Here it is a 2 byte. So 1 byte is converted into 2 bytes. So here you can see this is the 2 byte, here it is 1 byte. So 1 byte data is stored into 2 byte. Here it is a 2 bytes, 2 bytes container here, 1 byte container, for example. So what are the data is there here? The byte is stored into integer type here. So that's why it is a widening conversion. So widening. So how to say that the definition of implicit type conversion is, here the B is a source data type, here I is destination variable, like you can destination variable. Now you can say that the destination variable is smaller than the for example here what is the meaning of that? Here it is a 2 bytes, it is 1 byte. So the destination variable is larger than the source data type, larger than the source data type. This type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion. It is a larger, it is smaller 1 byte. So the destination variable is larger than the source variable. Okay, so this type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion and also called as widening conversion. Okay, you know, type promotion also there, type promotion, that is also called as the implicit type conversion. Type promotion, type promotion. Here the type promotion means, for example, I am consider byte value. Okay, now I can take some character here, ch equal to one character. So I am taking int I equal to ch plus b. So you can see the b is a byte type, here ch is a character type. So here the destination variable is a integer type, right? So this type, the character and byte type is converted into integer type. So type promotion, this is called as a type promotion. So this is converted into, total converted into integer type. So which is also called as a implicit type conversion, type promotion. So and also, so that data type must be compatible. That means what are the data you are assigned to a destination variable, okay, it is compatible to that variable. Okay, now what is the explicit type conversion? Now you can see what is the explicit type conversion. What is meant by explicit? For example, here I am consider int I. So byte b, I equal to, for example, 10. So you can see the b equal to I, b equal to I. You know, I is 4 bytes, 4 bytes, it is integer 4 bytes, b is 1 byte. So here the 4 bytes data is stored in 1 byte, that is here 1 byte container, here 1 byte container, here 4 bytes container. So how it is possible to 4 byte is stored in 1 byte container? So loss of here loss of data or loss of precision here. So that's why here the source data type is converted into destination data type. What is the destination data type? The destination data type here b is a byte type. So here the source data type I is a integer type. So that source data type is converted into destination data type. So that's why here it is converted into byte type. So this type of conversion is called as explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion, explicit type conversion. It is also called as narrowing, narrowing conversion. Why? Here the 4 bytes is stored in 1 byte. So here it is narrowing. Okay, so narrowing conversion this is. Now you can see the one example, then you can understand what is the type conversion, all these things. Now we can see. So the same thing here, it is byte. So b, you know the what is the maximum value of the byte? How we can find out that value also? You know, max value, byte dot max value. Here just I am assigning that value is, for example, 25. Byte value is 25. Now you can see int I equal to b. So what type of conversion this is? This type of conversion is called as, here you can see this type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion. Implicit type conversion is, so the destination variable is larger than the source variable. The source variable is 1 byte, the destination variable is 4 bytes. Okay, now just if you want to print that value here, system dot out dot println. Just if you want to print that I value here, just you can compile that program now. Okay, you can run that program. You can run that program here. What is the output here? 25. Okay, this type is this type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion. Now you can see, for example, b is there, he I equal to, I am consider here I equal to, for example here 25. Now b equal to I. So what is the meaning of that? Here the destination variable b is smaller than the source variable. So this type of conversion is called as a explicit type conversion. Okay, the programmer will converted the destination, the source variable is converted into destination data type. So it is not supported directly here. Now just you can save this program. Now you can compile. Here you can see incompatible types, possible loss of conversion from int to byte. Okay, this is the error, possible loss of conversion from int to byte. So how to convert? So this source variable is converted into destination variable. What is the destination variable type? B, that is the byte type. So here it can convert it into, first the source variable is converted into destination variable type, then this type of conversion is called as a explicit type conversion, narrowing type conversion. Now here just again you can compile that program, there is no error, just you can run that program. Here the output is 25. Okay, so this is the implicit and explicit type conversion. Okay, now you can discover what is the type promotion. You know already, for example you can see, I am consider here it is a character, for example ch equal to capital A. Here for example b equal to for example 16, right? You know I equal to ch plus b, I equal to ch plus b. Just if you want to print that I value, you can print that I value now. So here it is a byte value, here it is a character. So now this character and byte is converted into integer type. So this is also a implicit type conversion, because here the character is 2 bytes, here the byte is 1 byte, so here integer is 4 bytes. So this entire expression is converted into integer type. So this is called as a type promotion, implicit type conversion. This entire expression is converted into int type. Now here you cannot use any casting here, directly the compiler will convert the total expression into integer type. So that here just you can miss the semicolon here, just you can put the semicolon is missing, expected the semicolon, right? Now just can compile. Okay, there is no problem here, there is no error, then you can run that program. Here it is a 81. Why it is 81? The capital A is 65, the capital A value is 65, so 65 plus 16, that is 81. So that's why the I value is 81. Now one more thing already I discussed, what is that? For example here it is long value is there. Here for example long some L equal to some value I am consider, for example 25. Okay, so here either you can put the L or capital L, here it represents the long. Okay, for example without putting here L, what is the problem here? Just you can see. Now I'm consider here it is a float some f equal to L. Just if you want to print that f value here, now you can see. Okay, So Java text, here you can execute 25.0, 25.0. Here either you can put small l or capital L, it represents the long. Here also same, here also same. Here just you can execute here. Okay, now what is the maximum value of long? Now you can see what is the maximum value of long. Long dot max value, long dot max value. Now we can see what is the maximum value. Here you can compile, you can run that program. Here this is the maximum value of long, right? This is the maximum value. Now this maximum value is given here. Okay, that long is converted into float type. How it is possible? It represented in exponential format, Mandelstam and exponential format. Now just if you want to print f, so now we can see what is the long here. You can see integer number to large, integer number to too large. That means here it represent small l or capital L, you can put here. So here I am giving capital L or small l. So it represents the long integer. Now again you can compile that program, so there is no error. Then if you can run that program here. So what is the output here? It is represented here. So here 9.223372 e power 18, that means 10 power 18. So the entire what is the long value is the maximum value of the long here. The maximum long value is assigned to the float. Okay, so that's why the type conversion is long to float is possible, but float to long is not possible, right? Float to long is not possible. For example, if you want to for example here I am taking for example here it is just if you want to try to change that value, here 807 is the maximum value of the long. Now just you can check that is it possible. Here integer number too large. Okay, the maximum value is here, this is the maximum value of the long value. Now you can compile, you can run this program, so it is fine. Now you can see this is I am consider this value is assigned to float or any value dot for example 5 6. So by default it is treated as a double type, you know, it is by default it is treated as a double type. So now we can see that. So now L equal to here it is f, you know, there is a error here. What is that error? Just if you want to print that L value, you can compile this program. Here you can see semicolon is expected, right? Already semicolon is there. Here 19223.56, you know, this is a double type. By default it is a double type. Either you can put the small d or capital D suffix here. Okay, by default it is a double type. For example, it is a float type, you can say that it is the float type value, then you can put small f or capital F is mandatory here. So I am putting small f here. Now we can again you can compile this program. So here it is 19223, one error, expected semicolon, where it is expected semicolon here. So this is the type is not possible. Now here it is converted into, for example, here this f is converted into long type. Here it is a long type. The float is converted into long type. Now we can see the what is the error here. Now it is L. So for example here without putting here, by default it is a, you know, here also just you can see the what is the difference here. What is the difference? Incompatible types, possible loss conversion from double to float. You know, so this is the error. Double to float means by default this is treated as a double type. Okay, without putting suffix small d or capital D, by default it is a double type. So it is first you can represent it, this is in float type, the suffix is mandatory either small f or capital F. Now for example I am using capital F here. Now here also there is a error. What is that error? You can see what is the error. Incompatible type, possible loss of conversion, float to long. Now okay, before that you can see that what is the error here. Okay, now here the source data type is converted into destination data type. The destination data type is long. Now so the float is converted into long type, then you can assign. Even though the float is 4 bytes, long is 8 bytes. So even though it is loss of precision, so that's why here it is not possible. So this is called as a explicit type conversion. Now you can see the output here. You can see the output 9223. So here it is .56. It discarded here the loss of precision. Okay, so this is the type conversion. Now if you want to see for example one simple here, you can see that either here I am using char some ch equal to, and previously I can take one capital A, but in this case I am consider it is 1. So what is the value now? You can see byte B equal to some, for example 24. What is the value here? I am integer I am consider I equal to integer I equal to ch plus B. What is the value now? So just you can print that I value here. Just you can print that I value. Now you can see that. So 73. Why it is 73? Here it is a 24. Okay, so what is the value of 1 here? What is the value of 1? Now if you want to see that, now I am consider just if you I can print that for int I equal to, for example if you want to print that I less than for example you can print up to 127 character, you can consider that right. So what are the ASCII characters and the values of that? Here just you can print the I. Next you can take some space. After that just if you want to print then here it is I. You know I is integer type, just you can convert it into, now it is a character type conversion. You know I value is printed and I character of that I value, just you can see that's why you can understand what is the one value here. It is 73. How you can get that value? Now just you can save this program. Now you can compile this. Okay, there is no error. Then you can run that. See here, you can see the values here. Some of the values are non-printable. Here it is a non-printable character, that's why it cannot print. Here 26, here there. So you can see here it is a 33 is, this is a symbol, double quotation is there, here a single quotation, right? You can see here it is a 49. So character of one value is 49. That's why you can get that value 49 plus that value. That's why you can get that value. Okay, so that is the way. Just you know, in capital A is 65. Okay, so that is the value. Now you can see small a starts with 97. So 97 to here 122 Z. So these are the every ASCII characters here it can print like this. So this is the example program. Then you can understand what is the type conversion, implicit and explicit type conversion. Okay, now you can see that what is meant by implicit and explicit type conversion. What is the definition? Simply can remember that implicit type conversion is here it is a for example, I am consider long type here. Here it is long type, here int some I. So here this type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion. How can, what is the definition of type conversion? You can say that it is this is the destination variable, this is the source variable. So the destination variable is larger than the source variable. This type of conversion is called as a implicit type conversion and widening conversion. That is this. In forward direction, here you can see the arrow here. You can forward direction, you can see the value byte to short and short to int, like that. For example, here I am consider here it is a float some f and long. Here in this case also long L. Now in this case L equal to f. In this case also you can converted this float is converted into long type. You know, already you can discuss. This type of conversion is called as a explicit type conversion. Explicit type conversion, the casting is used, right? So L equal to, right, what is the destination type? L is a long type. That's why that float f is converted into destination data type. So that is long type. Then you can assign the value to that destination variable. So this type of conversion is called as a explicit type conversion, also called as narrowing. And you know, implicit already you can discuss. Type promotion is also there. So this is the example program. You know already what are the program here discussed in this case. So thank you for watching this video.